It doesn't matter. I don't care how good the camera equipment is, how good the lighting is. If you're rigid and stiff, it's going to show on camera and it's not going to look good. All right. Professional photos. Seems like everybody has pro photos now, right? Even if you're not an actor, you're not a model, a lot of people have professional photos. So some things to think about if you get pro photos. If you're not an actor, if you're not a model, if you've never done this before. Some things to think about. You want to talk to the photographers. Talk to them, interview them, ask them lots of questions. There are no stupid questions. Don't worry about stupid questions. Ask them how they like to shoot, what their style is, what they like to shoot on. Find out if they like to direct their clients or the people that they're shooting. Ask them, are you going to direct me? Are you going to show me how to pose? That's really important because not all photographers do that. Some of them will tell you each and every little thing to do. They'll tell you how to breathe. Others might not do anything. Just go do your thing. And that's more within the modeling and acting entertainment industry. Those photographers are more likely to do that if they feel that they're working with a professional. So that's probably not the case. But you want to ask the photographers many questions as you can, and ask them this, especially if you're someone that doesn't like to have their picture taken. Ask the photographer, can you show me, have you ever worked with anyone that doesn't like to have their picture taken? Ask them that. Have you ever worked with anyone that doesn't like to have their picture taken? And if so, can I see their photos? Because that's a great skill. If a photographer can take someone that doesn't like to be photographed and make them look really good, then maybe that's the photographer that you want to work with your first time. That's a good photographer. Also, if you're doing this for social media or for a dating profile, ask, you're going to have your cell phone with you, ask them to snap some selfies. That way you have some nice selfies too that look really good, that are taken by a professional that you can use. So get some selfies while you're at it. And remember, just because you spend a ton of money on a photographer doesn't guarantee that you're going to have good headshots. So practice first. Practice even if it's just taking selfies. Practice with a buddy, with a friend. And do them in public too. That way you get used to shooting in public if you're going to shoot on location. You got it, because it doesn't matter. I don't care how good the camera equipment is, how good the lighting is. If you're rigid and stiff, it's going to show on camera and it's not going to look good. And you want to have realistic expectations too, which is another reason why it's good to play around first and practice before having pro photos done. But even if you're not an actor or model, getting pro photos, it's a great investment. They'll do a lot for you. It's really important nowadays to have a great social media presence online. If you're single and you're dating, if you're on Tinder, if you're on Bumble or whatever the other apps are, Hinge, you got to have great photos, because people are just going to swipe, and then they're going to stop and tap on the photo, the profile that really grabs their attention. So you got to have good photos. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions about working with photographers. Any questions, anything you want to ask them, anything you want to talk about. Leave them below. Like and subscribe.